This September 5th is not just another date marked on a calendar. It is a divine appointment, a cosmic turning point written in the heavens before you ever walked this earth. Jupiter, the planet of expansion and destiny, is shifting into retrograde, and with this motion you are being pulled out of distraction and pushed into the very soul mission you were created for. For months you have felt the pressure building. You've sensed doors closing without warning, people walking away, and old paths suddenly collapsing. None of this was coincidence. It was the universe stripping away everything that no longer matches your higher calling. Now, with Jupiter moving backwards, the energy is not about loss, it is about realignment. You are being forced to confront who you truly are and why you were sent here. Chosen one, this moment is not meant to scare you. It is meant to awaken you. September 5th carries a rare vibration that will not wait for hesitation. The window will open, and then it will close. And in that space of time, your destiny will demand a response. You cannot delay. You cannot ignore. This is the turning point that decides whether you continue wandering or step fully into the life ordained for you. If this message is piercing your spirit, do not dismiss it. Subscribe now. Comment 1 to declare your alignment and share this word, so another chosen one does not miss their hour. You have experienced retrogrades before. You have walked through seasons where everything seemed to slow down, where miscommunication, delays, and confusion clouded your path. Mercury retrograde, Venus retrograde, even Saturn's heavy lessons. They have all left their mark on you. But what makes this moment, this September 4th Jupiter retrograde, different is that it does not come to confuse you. It comes to correct you. It does not arrive to scatter your steps, but to realign them with the blueprint your soul has carried since birth. Jupiter is the planet of expansion, wisdom, and divine purpose. When it moves direct, it propels you outward, into growth, opportunity, and visible blessings. But when Jupiter shifts into retrograde, the motion turns inward. It forces you to stop running after the things that distracted you, and begin searching inside for the truth that was always there. And on this particular September 5th, the alignment creates a rare soul portal, a window where chosen ones are pulled into their mission with undeniable force. In ordinary retrogrades, you may feel stuck, lost, or misled, but this one carries a different vibration. It is not chaos, it is clarity. It is not confusion, it is confrontation. The universe is no longer asking you politely to look at your life. It is demanding that you face it. This is the kind of energy that will not let you sleep through your destiny any longer. Chosen one, think of how long you've been circling the same mountains, repeating the same lessons, crying out for answers while still walking in loops. This retrograde is the break in the cycle. This is the hand of the divine, pulling you out of the maze and placing you back on the straight path of your soul. This is not punishment, it is liberation. The reason this moment is different is because the timing is ordained. The vibrations of early September carry completion, endings, and divine resets. Combined with Jupiter's reversal, it is like a cosmic intervention, stopping you before you wander any further from your calling. For some, it will feel like disruption. For you, It will be deliverance. This is not just about astrology. This is about prophecy. The universe, the Creator, has appointed this exact season to bring chosen ones back to the reason they were sent. Here, you may have felt forgotten, overlooked or delayed. But this retrograde is proof you are right on time. This is the moment your life stops running in circles. This is the moment you are called back into the mission your soul has been aching to fulfill. September 5th is not an ordinary day. It is your line in the sand. And when you cross it, you will never go back. Chosen one, before September 5th ever arrived, your spirit already knew it was coming. The universe does not allow destiny to appear without preparation. And if you are honest with yourself, you can already trace the signs. They have been subtle at times, overwhelming at others, but they were never random. They were signals pointing to the alignment you are about to step into. For months, maybe even years, you have felt restless in your routines. What used to satisfy you no longer does. The hobbies, the circles, the habits that once felt comfortable suddenly feel like chains. This dissatisfaction is not failure. It is divine stirring. It is the Spirit's way of shaking you awake, refusing to let you settle in spaces too small for your calling. That restlessness is the whisper of your higher self, reminding you that there is more, and you cannot keep living beneath your mission. You may also have noticed synchronicities that feel impossible to ignore, repeating numbers like 111, 333, and 555 appearing on clocks, receipts, or signs. Each sequence carrying a vibration, each message tailored to you. These numbers were not coincidences, they were confirmations. They were the universe's way of reminding you that alignment was drawing near, and that your steps were being guided even when the path felt unclear. Then came the endings. Relationships collapsing, jobs closing, friendships drifting, habits crumbling. Painful? Yes. Unexpected? Often. But random? Never. Each ending was a divine exit, removing what could not follow you into your next level. The reason doors slammed shut so harshly is because you would not have walked away on your own. You loved too deeply, you clung too tightly, and so the universe did what you could not do for yourself. It cut the cords. Not as punishment, but as preparation. And then there were the dreams. Visions in the night that revealed truths you tried to ignore in the daylight. Dreams that exposed people's intentions, that reminded you of hidden gifts, that warned you of dangers. These dreams were downloads, spiritual messages meant to prepare your subconscious for the shift your conscious mind was not yet ready to face. All of this, the restlessness, the numbers, the endings, the dreams, were not accidents. They were the drumbeats of destiny, guiding you to September 5th. Every attack you faced, every tear you cried, every door that closed was proof that you were being prepared for this moment. If you have felt isolated, if you have felt attacked, if you have felt like the world was against you, it is only because heaven has been for you. Chosen one, hear this. The warfare you faced was confirmation, not condemnation. You were being positioned for alignment. September 5 is the unlocking of everything you have endured. What seemed like chaos was actually choreography. What felt like loss was actually liberation. And now the signs all converge into one truth. You are stepping into your true soul mission. You are the chosen one, and this cosmic turning is for you. The September 5th Jupiter retrograde is not a general shift for the world. It is a targeted alignment for the few who were set apart, the ones who carry a mission deeper than survival, the ones whose lives were never meant to blend into the ordinary. This retrograde was written into your soul contract before you arrived here. It is the reminder that your existence was never random, and your journey has always been leading here. Jupiter, in the language of the heavens, is the planet of expansion, destiny, and divine wisdom. It governs abundance, growth, higher calling, and the stretching of your spirit into territories you never imagined possible. When Jupiter moves forward, doors open outward, opportunities, blessings, manifestations. But when Jupiter shifts into retrograde, the energy reverses. It no longer asks you what you want to expand into the world. It demands that you expand within. It forces you to peel back the layers of distraction, to cut through the noise of the world, and to remember why you are here. This is why everything feels so heavy before the retrograde. It is why people are stripped away, jobs dissolve, comfort zones collapse. Jupiter retrograde is not here to punish you, but to protect you from wasting more time on what is not truly yours. It pulls back the curtains and confronts you with the truth that the life you've been settling for is far too small for the soul you carry. Chosen one, this is the divine moment where your soul stops wandering and begins walking in its true path. All the years of confusion, all the circles you've walked, all the battles you've survived, they converge into this season of realignment. Your true mission is not something you stumble into accidentally. It is something the universe forces you into when you've delayed long enough. And this retrograde is that force. Understand this. Distractions cannot survive in this energy. Everything false will fall away. Everything counterfeit will be exposed. Everything not aligned with your destiny will be shaken until it can no longer hold. That may feel like loss in the moment, but it is freedom in disguise. You are being freed from illusions, freed from detours, freed from the versions of yourself that were never truly you. This retrograde means that the veil is lifting. You will see yourself with clarity. You will recognize the power, the purpose, and the calling that has always been inside of you, but was buried beneath fear, doubt, and compromise. You will no longer chase validation from others because you will finally remember you are the chosen one, and your mission is not up for debate. This moment is not only about where you are going, it is about who you are becoming. September 5 is the breaking of chains and the beginning of alignment. And when the retrograde pulls you inward, it will not leave you in confusion. It will leave you standing in the undeniable truth of your authentic path. Chosen one, hear this with all urgency. This event is not passing you by. It was designed for you. It was written for you. And it is here now to shift your life forever. Chosen one, hear this clearly. The window you are walking into is small. The September 5th, Jupiter retrograde does not stretch open forever. Its energy peaks in the opening days, and it is during this brief season that the heavens are pressing you to move. The vibration is strongest at the start, like the first blast of wind that pushes a ship out of the harbour. If you catch it, you are carried into new waters. If you resist it, you remain anchored, watching opportunity drift away. The urgency of this time is not to frighten you. It is to awaken you. You cannot treat this retrograde like any ordinary cycle. Jupiter does not turn backward to play games. It turns backward to shift your soul. And if you hesitate, if you delay, if you say maybe later, you will find yourself pulled back into the weight you have been begging to escape. You have been crying out for breakthrough, asking why doors were not opening, wondering why you kept circling the same lessons. This is the answer. This is the doorway. But the door will not stand open indefinitely. The Spirit is saying, if you hesitate, the window will close and the weight will return. But if you act now, you step into breakthrough. Consider how long you have carried cycles of stagnation. How many times you said, "This year will be different," only to find yourself repeating the same battles. Those loops are not because you were unworthy. They existed because you missed the timing. You ignored the signs. You settled when the universe was trying to stretch you. This September 5th retrograde is your chance to break free, but it requires action, not passivity. The truth is, chosen ones cannot afford to waste seasons. Your calling is too urgent. The world needs your voice, your light, your mission. And every time you delay, not only do you suffer, but those you were sent to impact remain waiting in the dark. This is why the energy feels heavy when you resist it, because you are carrying more than your own destiny. You are carrying the destiny of every soul connected to yours. The timing is not random. September is the month of endings and new beginnings. It carries the vibration of harvest, reaping what you have sown and preparing for the next cycle. Jupiter retrograde amplifies this, forcing you to look at what you planted and decide whether you will continue repeating patterns or step into new alignment. To miss this moment is to miss the harvest prepared for you. Chosen one, do not waste this season. Do not let fear, comfort, or delay rob you of what is already yours. The universe is not asking you to be perfect. It is asking you to be willing to release what no longer serves you, willing to declare who you truly are, willing to act when the Spirit says move. This urgency is not punishment. It is mercy. It is heaven giving you a final push into the mission you've been longing for. Take it seriously, for this is your line in the sand. And once you step through, everything changes. Chosen one, if you have felt heavier warfare in this season, you are not imagining it. In the days leading into this Jupiter retrograde, many of you have felt drained, anxious, restless, or even attacked from every side. The pressure has been overwhelming. You wake up tired, your thoughts feel scattered, and conflict seems to rise out of nowhere. This is not random. This is spiritual resistance. Darkness always resists breakthrough. The closer you are to destiny, the louder the opposition becomes. Right before doors open, distractions multiply. Right before blessings arrive, battles intensify. This is a spiritual law. The enemy senses the vibration of your alignment, and he will do everything in his power to wear you down, so you step back before you step through. Understand this. The intensity you're facing is proof you are on the threshold of destiny. You would not be attacked this hard if you were not carrying something significant. You would not be targeted so specifically if you were not standing at the edge of breakthrough. The enemy does not waste energy on those who pose no threat. The very fact that you are feeling this level of warfare is confirmation that you are moments away from stepping into your true mission. Yes, the nights have been restless. Yes, the thoughts have been heavy. Yes, the temptations and distractions have felt stronger than ever. But chosen one, you are not unprotected. Heaven has already placed a hedge around you. The battles you are fighting are not signs of abandonment. They are signs of acceleration. You are being tested not to break you, but to strengthen you for the weight of what comes next. Be aware of how the resistance shows up. It may come through people suddenly turning against you. It may come through unexpected financial strain. It may come through doubt whispering that you are not enough, or fear convincing you to delay. These are tactics, nothing more. Do not mistake them for truth. Do not confuse them with destiny. They are smoke screens designed to distract you from the very alignment that will change your life. Chosen one, your protection is assured, but your awareness must remain sharp. Do not let the attacks blind you to the fact that you are almost there. Do not let the weight convince you to stop walking. This is the part of the battle where most give up. And that is why you must push through, because on the other side of this resistance is the clarity, the purpose, and the mission you were sent to fulfill. Take courage. You are covered. The warfare is loud only because your destiny is louder. And when the retrograde begins to pull you into alignment, the attacks will not be able to stop what heaven has already set in motion. Chosen one, alignment is not something that happens by accident. It is intentional. The September 5th Jupiter retrograde will open the portal, but you must choose to walk through it. This is where many miss their breakthrough, not because the opportunity wasn't given, but because they failed to align when it arrived. The good news is the steps to alignment are simple. They do not require perfection. They require willingness, obedience, and focus. The first step is to journal your true desires and mission intentions. Write them clearly, as if you are placing them into the hands of the divine. Do not hold back. Ask yourself, what has my soul been craving? What mission keeps whispering to me in the quiet hours? Where have I been settling when I know I was made for more? Journaling brings clarity. It transforms vague longing into written truth. And during this retrograde, clarity is power. The second step is to fast from distractions. This is not only about food, it is about removing the noise that drowns your inner voice. Social media that pulls you into comparison, conversations that drain your spirit, habits that numb your soul. Release them, even for a short period, so that your spirit can breathe again. Jupiter retrograde calls you inward, and fasting creates space for that inward journey. The third step is to spend intentional time in meditation or prayer on September 5th itself. Do not let the day pass as ordinary. Set aside quiet time where you can sit with the energy of the shift. Pray, meditate, or simply breathe and listen. The heavens will be speaking, and your role is to listen with an open heart. Even a few moments of deep stillness can unlock revelations that change the course of your path. The fourth step is to speak affirmations of alignment. Words carry vibration, and vibration shapes reality. Declare with your own voice, I align with my divine mission. I release what no longer serves me. I walk boldly into my true path. These words are not empty. They are keys. When spoken with intention, they seal your alignment and shift your atmosphere. Do not underestimate these practices. They may seem simple, but simplicity is often the doorway to breakthrough. The rituals of alignment are not about proving your worthiness. You are already chosen. They are about positioning your spirit to catch the wave of retrograde energy. A wave cannot be forced. It can only be caught by those who are ready and willing to ride it. Chosen one, obedience is the bridge between promise and fulfillment. This retrograde opens the portal, but your obedience determines whether you step through. These steps are not burdens. They are sacred tools. Each one sharpens your focus, clears your energy, and anchors you in the truth of who you are. Remember, you do not have to do everything perfectly. You do not have to carry out rituals with rigid formulas. What matters is intention. What matters is your heart being aligned with the divine will. Even small acts of obedience will carry great weight in this season. If you honor this shift with focus and faith, you will feel the difference. The distractions will fade, the heaviness will lift, and the voice of your true mission will rise louder than it ever has before. This is how you align. This is how you prepare. And when September 5 comes, you will not miss the moment. You will ride the wave into your destiny. Chosen one, when you align with this Jupiter retrograde, breakthrough is inevitable. The moment you step into obedience and position yourself with the shift, the universe begins rearranging itself in your favor. Doors that were once locked will open. Confusion that clouded your vision will lift. The weight that pressed on your chest will suddenly feel lighter, because you are no longer moving against the current. You are flowing with it. The first breakthrough you will feel is clarity. For too long, your mind has been spinning with questions. Why am I here? What is my purpose? Why do I feel like I don't fit into the old systems anymore? When alignment happens, those questions are answered, not always with words, but with peace. A stillness will rise within you. You will simply know. You will begin waking up with a sense of direction instead of dread. That clarity is not a trick of the mind. It is the voice of your mission finally coming into focus. Next comes opportunity. The retrograde does not only shift your spirit, it shifts the circumstances around you. Conversations will appear at the right time. Connections you thought were lost will suddenly re-emerge. Unexpected doors will swing open, but this time you will recognize them. This is not about luck. It is alignment pulling resources, people, and possibilities toward you. You will also find yourself drawn into divine partnerships. You are not meant to walk this mission alone, and during this breakthrough season, the right people will be magnetized to your path. Partnerships that expand your vision, friendships that nurture your soul, mentors who confirm your calling. They will arrive. Where isolation once felt suffocating, community will feel like fresh air. These are not ordinary bonds. They are orchestrated by the divine to move you further into purpose. And then comes the sweetest release of all. The burdens you've carried will finally make sense. Every delay, every attack, every tear will be reframed as preparation. The pain you endured was not wasted. It was chiseling you, shaping you into the vessel you are now becoming. The heaviness is not proof of failure. It is proof of training. And now, as you rise, you will carry wisdom and authority that could not have been gained any other way. But chosen one, here is the truth. Not everyone will step into this breakthrough. Those who ignore the call will continue to cycle through the same frustrations. The same walls will repeat. The same questions will echo unanswered. The universe cannot force alignment. It must be chosen. Yet for you, the one who hears and responds, this is the beginning of acceleration. What once took years will happen in months. Where you once struggled for scraps, abundance will flow. Where you once felt lost, your steps will be guided. This is the promise of the breakthrough. Your wandering ends, your mission begins, and your life takes on the momentum of divine purpose. The wait is over. The breakthrough is here. Chosen one, hear this clearly. This is your moment. September 5th is not just another date on the calendar. It is a divine appointment written into your destiny. The Jupiter retrograde is not a random planetary shift. It is heaven's signal that the season of wandering has ended, and the season of mission has begun. This window is small. The energy peaks as the retrograde begins, and then it slowly fades. If you wait, if you hesitate, if you tell yourself, maybe later, the opportunity will pass and the wait will return. But if you act now, if you step into alignment, if you embrace the call, you will not only break cycles, you will rise into a future that was prepared for you before you were even born. You cannot afford to treat this lightly. The universe has brought you to this very moment for a reason. Every sign, every trial, every synchronicity has been leading here. This is your turning point. This is the day when destiny demands your yes. So seal it now. Speak it in faith. Write it into existence. Declare it in the comments. I claim my mission. This is not just interaction. It is agreement with the divine shift taking place in your spirit. And if this message resonates, subscribe now to stay aligned with the revelations that are unfolding. Do not walk this path alone. There are more shifts coming, and you are meant to be prepared for each one. Finally, share this with another chosen one, because their soul's calling is just as urgent as yours. Do not let them miss their moment. You could be the messenger that awakens their destiny. Chosen one, the trumpet has sounded. The portal is open. The question is not whether the shift is real. The question is whether you will step into it. September 5 is your appointment. This is your mission. The time is now.